Morning YTPC, welcome to the kitchen. It's Armistice Day, November the 11th, and to remember the end of World War I. I've just got a little story, won't go on too long. I'll put some pictures on at the start, and the photograph is the only photograph we've got of my great-grandfather on my mum's side, who was killed in action. And I've got the write-up on him, which is Private John William Hodgson, British Army, 2nd Battalion, King's Own Yorkshire Light Infantry. Died 14th of April, 1917. John Hodgson enlisted in Mexborough, South Yorkshire. He was killed in action on the 14th of April 1917, near St. Quentin, France. His body was never recovered, and he is commemorated on the Tietval Memorial near Albert, France. At the time of his death, he was approximately 30 years of age. Before the war, he was an ironworks labourer. So his body was never recovered, and his name's on the Tietval Memorial. So it's 106 years ago. So obviously history swallows up a lot of things, doesn't it? I was told by my mum he never knew his daughter, my grandma. So it's quite tragic when you think back. Do have a little badge to commemorate the missing, 1914 to 1918. There's nearly 600,000 bodies which weren't recovered, and that was just on the Allies side. I think there's around 1.7 million on the other side. So I just wanted to do this as a remembrance to him. So he would have received posthumously 3 medals, which was the 1914-15 Star, 1914-15 British War Medal, and the Victory Medal. And they were called Pip, Squack and Wilfred, were the nicknames of him by the soldiers after the war. And my great-grandma would have also received the death plaque, and I'll just put a picture of them up now. Don't really mean anything, do they, when you've lost your life giving it up for king and country. But without these people who served and who are still serving to this day, the world would be, I don't know, it would be a bit of a different place, wouldn't it? He's also commemorated on the cenotaph at Denby, and I'll put a picture of that up. That's his name's on the bottom right, about five so names up, J.W. Hodgson. So history swallows up time, doesn't it? And unfortunately, not like the royal family, they've got everything, haven't they? If you know what I mean. We lose track within 3 generations. But what I did do is we went across to the commemorations to Ypres in 2014 for the 100-year commemorations, and it was just amazing. I've definitely got to go back. What I did get was this poppy, and I'll just tell you about this poppy. So it's the Somme 100 centenary edition poppy, and it's made from brass shelves from the Somme. So it's a collection of brass shell fuses used as donor metal in the creation of the Somme 100 poppy pins. Millions of shells were fired, and amazingly their relatively robust fuses are still being ploughed to the surface today. Those used for the Somme 100 edition are a mix of British impact and shrapnel shell fuses. Fuses were recovered from the fields that once formed the Somme battlefield, now employed in peaceful agriculture. So this certifies that the accompanying pin is crafted using donor metal from 1916 shell fuses recovered from the Somme battlefields of France. The central red enamel contains finely ground earth recovered from the Somme, the essence of the battlefield, and very ground the soldiers fought upon, died upon, and many still lie at peace beneath. The Somme 100 edition was conceived and crafted by a metal art company for the Royal British Legion. And the central point is some paint mixed in with soil from the battlefield. Now, we're all stardust. We're all made from stardust. So potentially there's a little piece of my great-grandfather in that poppy. So this is to the fallen, all of those that gave their lives, and a little bit of remembrance. Thank you for watching, thank you for listening, and that's my little piece of history for Armistice Day. Look after them families, because they come first. Ta-da.